Hello, welcome to PC Jack. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the SoundPEATS Free2 Classic wireless earbuds. Now, if you've never heard of SoundPEATS, you're not the only one. But when they reached out and asked if I wanted to take a look at their all new Free2 Classics, I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at what a budget set of earbuds can actually offer. Now, if you've seen my previous headphone reviews, you'll know that I'm an advocate for investing into a decent set of headphones, as the payoff is definitely worth it, but you don't have to spend hundreds on a decent set of wireless earbuds. Coming in at £30 as of the time of filming, these seem like a pretty good wireless audio option with a low barrier to entry. So before we begin, let's take a closer look and see exactly what you get for your money. The Free2 Classics feature 6mm diaphragm drivers to deliver what SoundPEATS describes as solid bass performance and decent vocal clarity. These earbuds feature a touch sensor for further control without the need for picking up your device. Now, when it comes to this, I have to say the touch control sensors are a little rough to my liking. I'm not really good at controlling them, and I usually end up touching something by mistake and accidentally increasing the volume for no reason. However, these earbuds feature an IPX5 waterproof rating, which in my mind makes these cater pretty well as an entry-level audio solution for exercise, which I believe a lot of people may find really appealing about these. In terms of looks, the SoundPEATS logo is emblazoned fairly prominently on the earbuds. However, it doesn't look too obnoxious, which sometimes can be a pain, as a lot of products will just be a walking advertisement, but with the S logo on the actual earbud itself, it's fairly sleek and looks quite nice. Now, these are in-ear headphones, which can be a little invasive and uncomfortable for some people, but I have to say, after wearing these for extended periods of time, I actually found them really comfortable to wear. Taking a look at what comes in the box, you get the earbuds themselves, which come in a nice and compact charging case with a textured finish that can be charged with the included USB Type-C power cable. You also get a selection of rubber inserts so you can swap the stock ones to better fit your ear, which is very important for ensuring a secure and comfortable fit. These are Bluetooth earbuds, and the setup process is really straightforward. Using my Pixel 4a, the Free2 Classics appear straight away, and a voice will pop up to notify you when you're connected. I have to say, I'm actually quite impressed by the latency with these earbuds, and didn't encounter any noticeable input delay whatsoever. Watching YouTube videos, there's no noticeable delay, which can actually be pretty off-putting when watching some content. This is actually an issue I encounter quite frequently with higher end models, so to see a budget set of earbuds actually resolve this is actually really impressive. Now, of course, with an activity that requires as little input latency as possible, such as gaming, you may be wanting to opt for an actual gaming headset when it comes to that sort of activity, as I don't think these are quite suited to that. But of course, your experience may vary depending on what device you use, but if you're an Android user, you'll probably have no problems whatsoever. When it comes to calls, yeah, some people do still make calls in 2022. Crazy, I know. The Free2 Classics are clear enough when making calls, and the microphone seems to be clear enough to get your voice across evenly. So, definitely another point for the earbuds if you actually do use them for talking to people. You maniacs. In terms of build quality though, there's not really much to them. They feature a fairly plastic design with a weight of 4 grams individually, which you may think is a good thing with them being so light, but this does seem to indicate a fairly basic design. I do find they are noticeably lighter compared to my Sennheiser True Momentum 2 wireless earbuds, which are my daily drivers, and while you'd feel this is a disadvantage, this does support the earbuds in ensuring they remain in your ears and not falling out. And this is something that sadly happened quite a lot with me with the Free2 Classics. I mostly wear my earbuds while I'm having lunch at work, and just with a little bit of movement from your jaw, this can make your ear sort of move a little bit, and that's just enough for these to actually slip out and fall on the floor. Might not be as much of a big deal for some people, but all it takes is for someone to use these while running, and then they fall out and they either smash on the ground or fall down a drain, and your day is ruined. Of course, this can be resolved a little bit more with the use of the rubber inserts to actually better fit your ear, but I did find that the ones I was the most comfortable with still tended to fall out for me. So if you're starting to sacrifice comfort for the sake of longevity, it's a choice that becomes a little bit more questionable. All things considered though, the build is still sufficient for its use case and price point, and when they don't fall out my ears, they are pretty comfortable, and sometimes even more so than my Sennheiser ones, so kudos to SoundPEATS on that front. In terms of battery life, SoundPEATS advertises up to 30 hours of battery life, which is pretty decent all things considered, and I've used these mostly every day for a few hours at a time over the last 2 weeks, and I'm still yet to charge them. Admittedly, the lack of ANC does help with this, but at this price point, you really can't expect that feature. Still impressive either way, and certainly one of the stronger points of these earbuds. Now, on to audio quality. This is where my opinion of the Free2 Classic start to go a little bit downhill, but there is a justification for this, which I will get to later in the video. Now, I may be spoiled by my £200 and up options that I use for my audio, but with the Free2 Classics, there seems to be a lack of range when it comes to its actual audio quality. I really struggle to distinguish the highs from the mids when it comes to these earbuds, which is a little bit disappointing. But I have to say there is actually an acceptable level of bass which does actually come through the earbuds. But depending on what you're listening to, the rest may just start to sound a little bit tinny. If I had to give the lows a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it around a 7 out of 10. And then when it comes to the mids and the highs, it's probably getting a 5 out of 10. Of course, this is subjective and your results may vary, but at that price point, they really are just fine. But I mean that quite literally, as they are just fine. I really wish there was some sort of EQ control, because a little bit of tweaking could have actually resolved some of these issues anyway. To close out the review though, the most important point that I want to get across is, you get what you pay for. That's absolutely true of the Free2 Classics, and if you think otherwise, you're going to be severely disappointed. While these don't perform more along the lines of a more premium set of earbuds, at its price point, you can't really expect it to or complain about it. What I believe is the most strongest point of these earbuds is accessibility. You don't have to go very far back in time to see when earbuds were more of a luxury, especially when it came to Apple and their AirPods and being quite at the forefront of that market. But years later, the market has absolutely blown up with a range of options in various budgets, and the Free2 Classics represent that low end that a lot of people couldn't get into previously. These earbuds may not be the best, but they're not trying to be. I could sit here and blast them for not quite having the sound quality I would prefer for listening to music, watching videos or whatever, but it's definitely better and more convenient than your traditional wired headphone solution. So if you've never owned a set of wireless earbuds and you still want to get your toes a little bit wet and see what convenience they can offer, then maybe the SoundPEATS Free2 Classics are the ones for you. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, then please feel free to like and subscribe for more videos on the way soon. If you'd like to learn more about the SoundPEATS Free2 Classics, I'll include a link to their website in the video description, along with an Amazon affiliate link if you are looking to pick these up for yourself. If you're after more PC Jack content though, then make sure to check out my Twitch channel. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PCJack94. If you'd like to talk more with myself and other like-minded hardware enthusiasts, then make sure to check out the PC Jack Discord. If you'd like to support the channel even further though, then make sure to check out the PC Jack Patreon, where you can claim exclusive benefits while helping to fund everything I do on the channel for you guys. There's links to all those in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.